Why does 1 US dollar equal 150 Japanese yen? If you have 150 yen, you can buy a soda. If you have $150, you're out for a steak dinner. Does this mean Japan is poor, or that the US is 150 times more powerful? Most people think exchange rates are like a scoreboard in sports. Higher numbers mean you're winning. But in the world of high finance, that's a total myth. Today, we're going to peel back the curtain on how money actually works, why weak currencies can belong to strong countries, and the secret psychological game that keeps the global economy from collapsing. The psychology of value. Strip it down. Money is a collective hallucination. It's a piece of paper or a digital pixel that we all agree has value. This agreement is built on 3 pillars: trust, liquidity, and storage. Trust. Can I use this tomorrow? Liquidity. Can I use this anywhere? Storage. If I put this under my mattress for 10 years, will it still buy me a car? The chocolate versus biscuit analogy. Imagine a global playground. The kids are trading high-quality bars of chocolate. It's consistent. Every bar is the same. It lasts. You can put it in your pocket and it won't disappear by recess. Everyone wants it. You can trade chocolate for a sandwich, a ball, or a seat at the cool table. That's strong currency. Now imagine a kid tries to pay for a toy with wet biscuits. They crumble, they get moldy, and by next week, they're gone. That's a hyper-inflated currency. It's not about the number on the biscuit, it's about the fact that nobody trusts the biscuit to hold its shape. Why the dollar is the king of tokens. Why does the world care so much about the USD? It's not just because the US is a big country. It's because the dollar is the world's reserve currency. 1. The petrodollar. For decades, if a country wanted to buy oil, they had to pay in dollars. This forced every nation to keep a stash of USD. 2. The safe haven. When a global crisis hits, investors don't run to gold as much as they run to the US dollar. It's seen as the least dirty shirt in the laundry. 3. The network effect. Like a social network, a currency is more valuable when everyone else is using it. Since most global debt is in dollars, the world has to keep wanting them. When the story breaks. To understand a strong currency, you have to see a dead one. History is littered with wet biscuits. Weimar Germany, 1923. After World War I, Germany printed money to pay striking workers. Prices rose so fast that people were paid 3 times a day. By the end, a loaf of bread cost 200 billion marks. People literally used money as wallpaper because it was cheaper than actual wallpaper. Zimbabwe, 2008. At the height of their crisis, prices doubled every 24 hours. They eventually printed a $100 trillion note. Guess what? It couldn't even buy a bus ticket. The lesson. This is what happens when trust reaches zero. The numbers get bigger, but the value disappears. The yen mystery. Now, back to Japan. If Japan is a tech giant and a stable democracy, why is 150 yen only worth $1? It's a scale issue, not a strength issue. Think of a ruler. One person measures a table and says it's 1 meter. Another person says it's 100 centimeters. Is the centimeter weaker? No, it's just a smaller unit. In the US, the smallest common unit is the cent, but we trade in dollars. In Japan, the yen is the base unit. It acts like a cent. Japan never felt the need to redenominate. cut off zeros because their economy works perfectly with those numbers. The Big Mac Index. If a Big Mac costs $5 in New York and roughly 750 yen in Tokyo, the currencies are equal in purchasing power. A strong currency is one that stays stable, not one that has a 1-to-1 ratio with the dollar. Why exchange rates bounce. Why did the yen drop recently? It's a game of interest rates. 1. The yield chase. In 2024 to 2025, the US raised interest rates to 5% to fight inflation. Japan kept theirs near 0%. 2. The carry trade. Investors borrowed yen for free, sold it, and bought dollars to earn 5% interest. This massive selling of yen pushed its value down. 3. The strategic weakness. Sometimes a country wants a weaker currency. If the yen is cheap, a Toyota made in Japan is cheaper for an American to buy. This boosts exports and helps Japanese factories stay busy. The shared story. At the end of the day, a powerful currency is just a story that millions of people believe together. The US dollar and the Japanese yen are both strong because they are backed by stable governments, massive technology, and global trust. The exchange rate isn't a score, it's just a translation. The next time you see a 150-to-1 exchange rate, don't look at the zeros. Look at the stability and the productivity behind the paper. If you want to understand the hidden forces shaping your wallet, subscribe and hit the bell. We're diving deep into the world of finance every week. Thanks for watching.